Hard hat history. As you can see, this hard hat is way too small for my head, but I think it illustrates an important point. As you can see, this hard hat looks like a doughboy helmet from World War I. And while hard helmets were used prior to World War I, especially by firefighters, they were rarely worn by people who really needed a hard hat or any kind of protective helmet for their heads, like miners, lumberjacks, and construction workers. Many of them would wear some sort of like leather hat, similar to what a lot of the armies prior to World War I would enter World War I with, but very few of them had anything that would actually protect their heads. Prior to World War I, pith helmets would be used by some people, but primarily not by people who really needed it, like construction workers. If you're working on a skyscraper and a small nail or bolt would fall 20, 30 feet even, let alone hundreds of feet, having some sort of hard hat would actually protect you and cause you to not make it home for dinner. Following World War I, a lot of guys coming out of these wars were like, well, I was wearing a helmet for that war. Why would I not wear one now? These became a lot more popular. This one is an electrician's helmet, probably from like the 1950s. I don't actually know. It's the fact that it says electrician's helmet. It's also made of fiberglass, whereas at the time period, most guys would be wearing some sort of aluminum or steel. But electricians who needed to have something that wouldn't electrocute them while wearing it needed to have something more like fiberglass.